Hey everyone, so we are going to open an Amazon box, and I'm trying to make my videos not too long, so I got two items, thank you Hannah. In our first box is this Cusimax infrared cooktop, and I bet you're wondering, why are you showing this? And we'll get to that in just a minute once I get that open. And the next thing that came is this white shume tea cake from 2013. So I'm going to hook up my tripod, open these up, and show you guys what I got and why I bought this infrared cooktop. Okay, I've opened up the unit. It has this basically saying take it off. Something interesting it says is this should be the only time the appliance is turned on without any cookware, and this procedure should be carried out in a well-ventilated area. I read through the manual. So, didn't really say anything about that. I'm just kind of wondering, like, if you guys know. I've never had an infrared burner. What happens if you turn it on and there's no cookware? Will it crack? I don't know. But, anyway. So, I've read through. It says it's going to give off a smell and vapors for 15 minutes. So, we're going to see what happens. The rest of my family's watching a movie. And hopefully I don't set off the smoke alarms. Pretty simple on off button, indicator light, and temperature control. It does have 4 legs underneath. It's on top of my stone bamboo table. And, oh, I still haven't explained myself. I'm sorry. I'm so tired. So I watched on Instagram, just happened to watch a live video of... The channel's name is Serene _ Cha, and she had, I see them a lot, especially on my website where I order a lot of stuff from overseas, these portable infrared burners with a glass teapot, and they cook their tea leaves in that. And so I watched her video. I thought that was really cool. I unfortunately could not find any of the cute ones with the US plug, but I did a bunch of research, came up with this one on Amazon. It wasn't too terribly expensive, $42, something like that. So I thought, oh, I can give it a go. If I don't like it, I can take it back. I've ordered a special clear pot for this. It will not be here until August because #Corona. But I do have this one in my collection by Tea Bloom. And it says it is stovetop safe. There are some reviews showing busted pots and some reviews showing some on a stove. So this is going to be really good or really bad. I do have a collection of blooming teas I thought I would try first. Because I did order this tea cake for this process. But I don't feel like wasting my shume tea on that. So let me get everything hooked up and we're going to see where this goes. Mine did arrive with a scratch in it. If my camera will focus, see that? That's not glue, it's actually in there. The rest of it looks pretty. It's having a hard time focusing on it, but we do have a little damage. The cord on this is not super long, which... I mean, I guess I didn't expect it to be. I guess it's supposed to be used in a counter or something. So, anyway, I had to... Why is it on? Oh, wait. Said don't do that? Okay, sorry. Whew. Do not let Valerie do stuff. It said turn it on the highest setting. I turned it on. Everyone in my house is going to think there's a fire. Let me turn the fan away. And if you smell something weird, let me know. They're going to come in running from their movie. We have the instruction manual, and I am just double checking. It is on. We see the indicator light. I don't see any vapors or smell. I mean, it's going. See the light? There's a protective sticker. When turned on for the first time, the appliance may give off vapors for up to 15 minutes. This due to the protective substances on the heating elements. There's no need for concern. Vapors will dissipate with use. Well, tell me how I got a scratch then. Isn't that frustrating? You order something and it arrives like damaged. Like, how did that even pass quality control? You can tell. I don't want to get too close. It has a hard time picking it up because it's so shiny. Oof. So my hand is up here. And that is hot. Alright. So we're going to let this thing kind of heat up. And we're going to stick on a glass teapot. And I've never done this in my life. I've always been too afraid. But we're going to see how this goes, because I was watching her blend some white teas and kind of boil them. And I was like, what are you doing? Why are you boiling white teas? But if you watch it, it's just kind of something new she was doing. And she said it was really good. So I was like, why not? Because some white teas can be very light in flavor, which, you know, is why they are appreciated. But it's kind of cool to see, like, I guess, get like a darker, deeper flavor out of them. And so I was like, I gotta try that. So anyway, after this is done heating and doing its thing, we'll come back. So I did the 3 to 5 minutes to condition the protective coating. And I've got my teapot. I took out the infuser because we're going to do a blooming tea, hopefully. I've got this peach one. I can't remember what brand this is. Oh, it says JK Shop on there. I've kind of swirled the teapot above this where the heat is coming off to kind of warm it. I mean, you definitely don't want to stick cold glass on something hot. I have a wood trivet here because I imagine you wouldn't want to put it on, say, like this marble tray. Still pretty warm. I'm gonna stick it on there. Please don't break. I'm so scared. Oh gosh. Okay. Maybe I'm gonna let it sit there a minute. Just to kind of warm up. I have my vintage fan going, vintage style fan going to keep me cool, because this thing is hot. Like, it's warm. I really wish I could have found one that is made for tea. Like, they have them on this website I order from, and they're smaller. But they don't have the US plug, and I don't want to have to get an adapter. But I'm thinking if this gets too hot, it is fairly large. My Blackstone bamboo tray this is from Umi Tea Sets, is large. This is an IKEA desk, and it takes up almost my whole desk. This thing is pretty big. I don't need one this big, so I don't know how this is going to work. I think I might. Right now, I'm like not happy with the size of it. I do need something smaller. Okay. There's like condensation in the indicator button. Y'all probably can't see that, but it's there. Let me turn off flash. Look. See that? Like, is that normal? Okay. I'm going to turn this thing on the lowest setting. That light is not back on. Wait, maybe turn it to off. Okay. Then maybe turn it to on. Oh, it kind of kicks off at 1. Okay. Still gonna put it on 1. Maybe because it's already so warm, that's why it's not kicking on at 1. Yeah, there's definitely still heat coming off. I know y'all are probably out there waiting like, oh, is it gonna explode? I'm waiting too. I am waiting too. Says it's stovetop safe. Maybe I should scoot it like maybe over so the handle doesn't get too hot. The pot I actually ordered is pretty small, so I worry about this maybe just being too big. I'm just kind of talking out loud to myself like, should I break down and get a one from overseas and get an adapter. Has anyone had any experience with that? Like ordering appliances and doing the adapter? I guess I've always kind of been worried about that. I guess for the sake of the video, I should have had my little fountain going for you guys. I love this. I love this tea tray. It is heavy. It is made out of, all of it is solid stone. On a side note while we're waiting. And it has a fog machine and a waterfall. I was very ambitious when I bought it. It was my birthday present this year. And I wanted the biggest one I could find. So in my mind, I ended up getting a tea table and putting it in the living room. And I thought, oh, I'll take it in there. Me and the kids will have, you know, tea ceremony. And it's so heavy, that's not even an option. We have 2 cats. That did not work out because they want to get on the tea tray. Do you hear him singing? I'm sorry, they're watching Thor or something. But anyway, so because it's so heavy, we kind of had to just pick a place, and it ended up just being my desk because I don't want anything happening to it. So had I known that, I probably wouldn't have bought one so big. But I do like that, you know, it has drainage, like it has a tube I can hook up and everything like that. So, okay, well, we'll come back when something else is happening. Okay, it has probably been 10 to 15 minutes. I've slowly been bumping up the heat. It's at about 4.5. And I don't know if y'all can hear that. It's making like a sizzling noise. And there are, like, the water's moving in there. You can see it. So I don't know if I'm going to wait till it gets to a rolling boil. Again, just not trying to overheat it since I've never done that with a glass teapot. But it's definitely moving around in there. Okay, it's been 3 or 4 minutes, and I don't know if you could tell, but we are slightly boiling. Slightly good enough for me. That lid is hot. We're going to put in this peach blooming tea. It smells really good. Let me gently roll that. Oop. Put that back down. And see what happens. Oh. In a creepy way. It looks like tarantula legs. Ooh. Do y'all see it? It's kind of pushed its way over to the left side of the pot, but... Oh yeah, that's definitely creepy. It looks... I don't like. I have such an extreme fear of bugs. It's ridiculous. But boiling it is definitely making the blooming tea open up a lot faster. I'm sure some of y'all have done it where you just pour the hot water in the pot and then let it set and it slowly opens. Well, the boiling process is definitely making this fast. Look at that. Oh, it's pretty. Can't really see up there due to the condensation, so I'm doing my best to give you guys the best shot from over here. Looks really pretty. I've had these for so long, I really don't remember like what they're supposed to look like, taste like. I ended up condensing my tea area. I've been doing that the last couple months and kind of putting everything in just condensed containers, just because having so many boxes is taking up so much room. Like even here in my bedroom, you know, I've got tea in here and it's just tea everywhere. There's some more tea. So yeah, now it's got a good boil on it and it's still at 4.5. It's really cool to actually see that boiling. That's really nice. I think I'll turn it down a little since it's, maybe put it on 3.5. Give you guys a look. Okay, so far it's so good. I'm nervous. You guys have no idea. I did not fill the teapot up with water because I felt like I wasn't going to drink that much tea, but it is open, but the flour's more floating at the top, and that could be because maybe the teapot is not full. So that's kind of sad. Maybe it'll sink when it stops boiling. It'll sink down at the bottom. So I'm going to let that go and then turn it off and see if it sinks. If it does, I'll include that in the video for you. And then let me guys show you the white tea cake I ordered for doing this process, actually. For trying out this kind of tea boiling method here. Okay, here is the tea cake. Again, it's supposed to be from the year 2013. You never really know what you're getting when it comes to tea. That's why it's important to buy from a trusted source. This is off Amazon, so to be honest, there is really no telling what is in here. Again, there's the bag. I'll leave the link to this one down below. I didn't want to open it, but it's not wrapped all that well. I mean, it's wrapped okay, but ooh, let me show you guys what this tea cake looks like. Look at all those colors. That's beautiful. So this will actually be my first white tea cake, and it looks like fall leaves, but you can still see some of the fuzzy buds in there, which is really awesome. This tea cake had really good reviews on it. It smells really good. So I can't wait to try this. I'm going to try traditional Gongfu, and then I'm going to try brewing it and see how the flavors differ. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that tea cake. It was fairly cheap, $14. And here is what our blooming tea is still looking like. So I'm probably going to go ahead and turn it off and give it a few minutes and see if that little bloom will kind of sink to the bottom. Okay, so I turned it off and it did kind of sink. Again, I think it didn't, wasn't as impressive tall-wise because I didn't fill the pot all the way. But it's still really pretty. I like it. I do not like the size because it's really made for cooking in the kitchen, not tea. I think eventually I'll have to just order one from overseas and have an adapter to be able to have a smaller one. But it did actually work for the purpose intended. So there it is. So it's actually pretty successful. If you guys are familiar with kind of boiling in glass top kettles, I would like to know. And you probably hear my boyfriend in the background. He's about to get YouTube blasted, but I'm gonna not do that.